Hi, Michael Romick here, and there are a couple of really important things we want to talk about today. The first question I want to ask you is, what is the most important part of a workout? And a lot of people think it's the actual exercises, and that's not true. The most important part of working out is what we call flexibility training. And flexibility training encompasses a lot of different things. It encompasses anything from the soft tissue work or the foam rolling to the corrective exercises to the warm-up and the cool-down. And so, there are a number of different things that you want to take into consideration when you're developing a flexibility program. And what we have found through research is, statistically speaking, about 70% of people will injure themselves within the first 4 to 6 weeks working out. And the reason that happens is because they're not following a flexibility program. And so we want to make sure that we give you a corrective exercise strategy to help you start overcoming any motor dysfunctions or muscle imbalances or posture deviances you might have. Now, one of the things that makes our program unique is we took you through a very thorough biomechanical assessment. It's what we call a functional movement screen, and there were 7 different movement patterns that we looked at. And there are seven different band colors that you might be getting depending on if you have any type of motor dysfunction, muscle imbalance, or posture deviance that we need to take into consideration. Now, the first 2 are the most important, and then the second 2 are the second most important, and then the last 3 are the more complex movement patterns. So there's a good chance that if you have a motor dysfunction or a muscle imbalance in the first 4, you're probably going to have them in at least 2 out of the 3 complex movement patterns. Now, I want to explain these a little bit. Like I said, there are 7 different colors, there's 7 different movements. The first one is the most important, and that is yellow. Now, yellow is an indication that you have some type of tightness through the hamstring complex, or you have some type of issue through what we call the lumbopelvic hip complex. And so there are certain exercises that we want to red light. In this case, we don't want you to do any type of hip dominant exercises, or what we call deadlifts. If you have white, that's an indication that you have some type of shoulder mobility issue. And so we want to make sure that you're not doing any type of overhead pressing or pulling temporarily. And if you have orange, that's an indication that you have some type of issue through the core, some type of stability issue through the core. And so we want to make sure that you're not doing any type of amplified core exercises. And if you have red, that's an indication that you have some type of instability through the shoulder girdle or through the core. And so we don't want you to do any type of push-ups or what we call horizontal pushing movements or planks for that matter. And if you have blue, green, or purple, that's an indication that you have some type of muscle imbalance or motor dysfunction in the lower extremity. So, for example, if you have blue, we don't want you to do any lunges temporarily. And if you have green, that's an indication you shouldn't be doing step-ups, running, or jumping. And if you have purple, you shouldn't be doing any type of resisted squatting or jumping. Now, these are exercises that we're going to red light temporarily, and the reason we're going to do that is just to make sure that we're able to start overcoming any type of motor dysfunctions or muscle imbalances that you have. And there may be a time where you come in and you may be cleared temporarily, but every 4 to 6 weeks we're going to reevaluate. We're going to take you through a biomechanical assessment and determine if you still have these motor dysfunctions or muscle imbalances. There may be a time, like I said, where you come in and you may have a color, and there may be another time where you come in and you don't have the color. But we want to make sure that we take this into consideration. This is how we customize and individualize your program. If you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to us in the gym or respond to this email. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.